Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
Black people, all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. I get the argument. Pretty talented, fire Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like that again, we make it plain. It's simple. Pretty talented, fire and reality simple.
Peace for every knowledge. I'm Sister J. I'm Sister B. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical for my Uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be able, and we would not be with him today right now. And I just want to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks. And I hope I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys.
Straight back and start the day in want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought-provoking. And so, sisters and brothers like Alberta Parrish, again, God is on Trial. It is a provocative, thought-provoking, very real and honest point of view regarding the gods of major religions or of Abrahamic religions, and why those of us who follow these belief systems should be asking the same kind of questions instead of just blindly accepting and following.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person, Myron. That was just like amazing.
Come on then. will not be defeated by Dr. Illusions.
To ring out in perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Thundercat.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub Nub 7. I am your soul brother. number one. Morning. Good morning to everybody, to the deacons of reality, to those who are listening, and those who will be listening to this broadcast after we're off the air. It is always an honor for us that you would allow to give us a few minutes of your time, whereas you could be doing something else, but you have decided that you can tolerate what we have to say, as we are known for saying those things which so many do not like. The problem is when you ignore something just because you don't like it, you are doing yourself a disservice, because it might be something that really benefits you. I would rather a woman tell me in my face, you're too black, you're too ugly, you're too short, you're too damn broke, I don't want nothing to do with you. I would rather hear that. And I would get my feelings hurt. It is natural that we get our feelings hurt. But it is better for me to go through the hurt rather than she tried to be nice and string me along, knowing all the time this is going to go nowhere. I don't like you. So I thank all those young ladies for telling me right off the bat, I don't want nothing to do with you. And I went home and shed a tear and I cried a little bit, because you know our feelings get hurt real easy. And then you know you start talking about people. I don't like you anyway. You wear weave. I don't like you anyway. You ain't got no butt anyway. Black women supposed to have booty. I don't like you anyway. No, damn well you like this person. But now since they reject you, all kinds of problems. I thank the women. And come to think about it, I see some of them, I have seen some of them on Facebook, and really I dodged a bullet. A lot of these women, when they're young, they got all the, you know, their breasts is sitting up all high, butt all fat, looking all good, scrumptious. Woo, but some of us don't, you know, time does us bad. I see some of these, a few of these ladies I tried to talk to on the internet, and they look horrible. And they were young women too. Most of them was younger women. I was probably 10 years older than them or something. And now they are in their 30s and 40s, and woo, you dodged the bullet. Horrible. And they've gotten with these men, spitting out these babies, and they all fat and sloppy. All kinds of moles on their skin. They look bad. 25, 30, 35, 40, they look terrible. So I thank you. See, there was a benefit. See, I cried a little bit, and I was, you know, you don't like rejection. I hurt, but in the long run, I benefit. I dodged the bullet. And if I wasn't careful, I might have messed around and got a baby by one of them. And they're ignorant. As men, we focus a lot on booty. We focus a lot on legs and you know, breasts and blah, blah, blah. we get distracted by the flesh, but eventually we're going to have to deal with this human being. And a lot of these women and men, a lot of us as human beings, some of us, we are just nasty. We're vile, we're profane, we're vulgar, we're selfish, we're greedy, materialistic. We have problems. And so if you screwed up and she screwed up, there's nothing good that can come out of that union. We need to seek to do better. But many of us don't think nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It was him. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It was her. That's how we play them. Nobody wants to accept responsibility for nothing. Nobody wants to see themselves exactly for who they are. Nobody wants to heal themselves because ain't nothing wrong with me. It's you. You're the problem. And that's what we see all over YouTube. It's the other man. It's the other woman. It's the child. It's your dog Spot. Everybody the problem except us. Very few of us will sit down and look at the man in the mirror, as Michael Jackson sung, and then realize we need to make a change. Everything wrong with everybody except us. So some of us have bad intentions, and we bring our faults, our weaknesses, and our intent is to shame and to degrade and to expose the faults and the mistakes of others, because that brings you joy. I'm going to talk about young Pharaoh to bring him down. I'm going to talk about Sinetta to bring him down. I'm going to talk about Taalik to bring him down. That's my purpose. That's my intent. And I'll make countless videos because there are other sick people like me that thrive on negativity. I don't want to help heal. I don't want to advise. I want beef. I want a reality show, because sickness and dysfunction has become our entertainment. That's a damn shame. Insanity has become our entertainment. On the other side of the equation, there are those who do not have ill intent. There is something called constructive criticism. But for many of us, when we're arrogant, we have no humility and we know it all. Constructive criticism is put in the same category as mockery and degradation and even hatred, as far as we are concerned. When you have constructive criticism, it is just somebody trying to show us the man in the mirror because they care, because I want to help you. I'm not trying to harm you. I'm trying to show you something that maybe you don't see. I want to show it to you so that you'll know about it, so that you can heal yourself, so that you can be better. So for me, throughout my life, I learned how to, even though it hurts, Constructive criticism hurts, just like the truth. Reality hurts. You got to man up. You got to woman up and say, I wonder if they got a point. It hurts. Let me see if what the deacon said about me is true. Let me think about this. Let me not be biased and hateful. Let me look at what the deacon is telling me to see if it's true. Let me analyze this. Let me not take it personal. Think about it. But when we become emotional, it does not allow proper thinking. That's why we should not make important decisions when we are emotional. You're not thinking properly. And a lot of the bad decisions we've ever made in our lives is because of emotion. The reason why I got caught up in the criminal justice system was because of emotion. That's the reason why. But later on, I used that same emotional energy in order to get myself out of the situation that emotion, uncontrolled emotion, put me in. You can use that same advantage. You can use that same advantage on the other side of the equation. We are a very emotional people. That's why we hoop and holler in the church, sing and dance. That's why we go to these YouTube, teach, brother, teach, preach, brother, preach. We get all emotional and we're not even really listening to what the person is saying. We just like them and we get emotional about what is being said and we're not thinking. I have been in meetings listening to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and these people, a lot of them not even really listening to what he's talking about. They just caught up in the charismatic, his charisma, his articulation, and not really listening and trying to analyze what is being said. Emotion. A lot of people are in the grave, murdered by their loved ones. A father killing the son, a mother killing the daughter, a cousin killing another cousin, not because they murderers, because they got caught up in emotion. We hate people because of emotion. Certain family members, we get emotional. And I will tell you this, in 2021, this is the wrong time, and we cannot afford to continue being emotional, because being emotional gets you killed. A lot of the brothers are dead, being shot by the cops because of emotion, being treated unjust. So they want to challenge the police officer that has a gun and the authority to legally murder you because I was just trying to protect my life. You're not thinking, and you put yourself in a situation, and now this cop has blown your brains out. And the grand jury said justifiable homicide. Emotion. Emotion does not allow proper thinking. That's why a lot of us get caught up. That's why we get caught up. The reason why they won't come here and visit Angel Snup Nup 7 is because they are emotional. They cannot handle a belief or opinion that you put in the public, and the public has the right, or the public will critique you. If you don't want your business, don't put it out in the street. Keep your business private. But you do not own Christianity. You do not own religion. You do not own spirituality. Everybody has the right to talk about religion, spirituality, pro-black teachings. You do not own that. And if you get emotional over that, that's your personal business. People gonna talk. They're gonna say what they gotta say. And if you kill somebody over that nonsense and you go to jail and face the death penalty, somebody's still gonna be talking about whatever it is that you deserve, that you think that somebody deserve to die over. I remember when we was children. Don't talk about my mama. Don't talk about my mama. So you get in a fight. Don't you talk about my mama. And before the week is out, somebody else talking about your mama, and you have another fight. Then somebody else talk about your mama. There's another fight. And the majority of the time, most of these people don't even know your mama. They just say your mama. Oh, those fighting words. But see, you're a child. We children then. As adults, we should now learn how to choose our fights. Every battle is not worth fighting. We was children then. You can talk about my mama. I don't care. So we all are emotional. We get so emotional over things. And emotion in 2021 gonna get you killed or keep you in a bad position or deny you friendships that could do you benefit because you emotional. So you can come here and everybody has an opinion. What they say, an opinion is like a butthole. Everybody got one. So what? Everybody is entitled to their opinion, except Angel Snup Nup 7. Angel Snup Nup 7 is not allowed an opinion. Angel Snup Nup 7 is not allowed to express his conclusions. And why is that? Because I make you emotional. Why am I making all these people so damn emotional? Because I'm telling a truth. I'm bringing a reality, and it hurts. And instead of dealing with that truth, accepting that reality, they think they can run, they think they can hide, they think they can ignore. You're going to have to face reality sooner or later. And like Richard Pryor said in one of his comedy routines, one day, the boy you're going to have to face, all of us going to have to face the ultimate test. Talking about death. That's the ultimate test. Because death gonna show you exactly how everything really is. And guess what? You're not gonna argue. You're not going to debate. You're not going to make YouTube videos when that time comes. You're not going to complain. You're not going to call nobody a Sambo or a coon when you face the ultimate test. So why should you do it while you're alive? Because it's getting you nowhere. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Why can't Angel Snubbing Up 7 have a right to my opinion, my conclusion? Why can't Angel Snubbing Up 7 think the way I want to think instead of how you want me to be programmed to think? See, y'all a bunch of slaves and you think everybody's supposed to be programmed like you. You find something to believe in, you find something to be loyal to, and you program. You a zombie, you a robot. I don't want to be that. I'm not a cyborg. I'm not a product of artificial intelligence. And everything you coming out your mouth, somebody program you or you program yourself. Well, I read this book. I listened to this DVD. You program with somebody else's thoughts. Program with somebody else's ideas. When you come to this ministry, to this house, it is about deprogramming to free your mind. That's what it's about. And if you want to stay a slave, you won't last long here because we represent 1000% liberation of the mind. Free your mind. So you don't hear me quoting from books, from DVDs. I'm not impressed by your books and your DVDs and your so-called knowledge, your information and your research. Only thing you're doing is copying and plagiarizing what somebody else said. Somebody else researched whatever they done. Not interested in that. You've been doing it for a long, long time. It has not changed your condition. You're still a comfortable slave in this society, on the bottom. All your information, all your spirituality, all your religion, everything that you got, all your black conscious stuff, and you're on the bottom. Explain this to us. How can you have all this good stuff and be on the bottom? It's so good. It's so great. I don't want to take up a lot of your time because I know you're busy this morning. We have things to do. I just want to make a couple of points here. The topic that we've chosen is Cynthia G needs to offer no solution or be held accountable for nothing. There are those who believe because Cynthia G is a woman, she should not be held accountable for anything, nor should she offer any solution, but she can complain and she can make mockery and she can degrade, but nobody is to look at her. I am not interested in Cynthia G's weave. I could care less. Actually, I think Cynthia G is a very pretty black woman. I think that Cynthia G is a very intelligent black woman. I like her flow. I do. I like Cynthia G. She's articulate. She's charismatic. She's knowledgeable. I like Cynthia G. But that does not mean she should not be held accountable for some of the things that she said or some of the things that she do because you like somebody. How we want to get this party started? We are all familiar with the Revolutionary War. Many of us who went to public school, we are familiar with the Revolutionary War. Matter of fact, earlier this month, the Revolutionary War, the Declaration of Independence was celebrated July the 4th. And they do that in this country every year, the Revolutionary War. Who led the war? It was the men of this nation. George Washington, who was an actual soldier. He was a soldier on the battlefield. Could have died. Patrick Henry, all these men actually participated in fighting. Not just running their mouth, making a YouTube video. They actually participated in their liberation, in gaining their freedom from who they view of as an oppressor. That's what they done. But they didn't do it by themselves. There was women that supported them 1,000%. These women sacrificed, they suffered, and they did everything they could in the war effort to back their men up so they could win liberation. I'm very sure that the white woman during the time of George Washington, she had a lot of complaints. I'm very sure she did. But she put her complaint to the side so that her men could fight this battle. Are you listening to me, Cynthia G? Are you black women listening to me? When their men went on the battlefield, they put their complaint to the side and support their men on the battlefield. And their men was able to gain their freedom. So now we move on to World War II. And World War II is a little different than the Revolutionary War. World War II. And the white man, and he recruited black men also, who was fighting for the freedom of white men while we was being lynched in America. Don't make any sense, but that's what we do. We will fight and we will kill for everybody except ourselves. That's what we do. And we proud of it. I'm a black veteran. I was part of the Tuskegee Airmen. I was over there in Europe. I was the first black army that went to Europe. But you never went to war for yourself. You brag about what you done for the white man, for somebody who was lynching your ass. You was in World War I, World War II, came home to America, and they put a rope around your damn neck. And you proud of it. I fight for my country. They proud of that too. I'm a Vietnam veteran. It's really shameful. But on the battlefield was this white man, and he went to Europe fighting World War II. his woman, the white woman, was at home here in America supporting the war effort. The white man's children was at home fighting the war effort. And I'm very sure the children, there was a lot of things they didn't like about their parents. I don't get enough money for my allowance. I didn't get to go to the movies. I want to have sex at 11 years old. Mommy and daddy won't let me. All that kind of good stuff. And we know that the white woman had a lot of complaints with the white man because she's been fighting for her rights since the early 1900s. But when war broke out and the call was out that you had a dictator like Adolf Hitler that wanted to enslave the world, she stood behind her man. He threw the bombs, and the white woman was in the factories making the bombs. He need boots to go to war. She's in the factory making the boots. That's what she was doing. The children was taking their comic books and other valuables and donating to the war effort. We'll argue and debate after we win this war. And that's exactly what happened. After the war was over, then we can fight and debate and argue amongst ourselves. But right now we have a common enemy. And the women and the children support and back up their men. Are you listening, Cynthia G? Are y'all sisters out there in TV land? Are you listening? And after World War II, when we look at the year 2021, not only is the woman backing up their man, the white man in this country, but now she's part of the military. This white woman will drop a bomb on you. This white woman will shoot a bazooka at you. This white woman knows how to use an AK-47, slice your damn throat, take you out. She stands with her man. Do they argue? Yes. Is everything perfect? No. But I'm going to stand with my man. If you attack America, you attack this white man and the white woman and his children, they're going to stand together against any foreign or domestic force in this country. Cynthia G. There was a time, and they even say it in Africa, in some places, there was a time where we had women warriors. I heard that there used to be matriarchal societies. Warrior women. They'll kick your ass. Slice your throat. There was nothing to play with. One of the most famous telling of matriarchal society is the Amazons, which that's what they base Wonder Woman on. But I've also heard stories about women warriors in Africa, women warriors in Asia. You want to sit around and you want some man to save you. You have no warrior spirit when the man is your enemy. So if the man has become your enemy, then you need to step up to be a warrior yourself. This is what men want you to be. They want you to be a damsel in distress. This is why they say in a patriarchal society, The only thing a woman can do is be barefoot and pregnant. And housework. Housework, another name for housework is domestic work, which means slavery, servitude. That's what they want you to be. And when you are weak and when you are dainty, that makes you an easy victim. I can beat your ass, I can abuse you, and the only thing you're going to do is go boo-hoo-hoo. And that's why a lot of you sisters are on the internet, because some man will whoop your ass. And the only thing you can do is go boo-hoo-hoo instead of taking a damn concrete block or a baseball bat or a knife and slice their ass up, bust them up inside the head. The only thing you're going to do is, oh, he beat me up. Boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. And now you mad at the world because you got your ass whooped. My mother was in an abusive relationship. But my mother was a warrior. My mother was a fighter. She didn't let no man just beat her up. My mother would go get a pistol and a shotgun. She didn't play that. You just cry. Shut the hell up. Why you hit me? No, you supposed to grab you a knife, a baseball bat, a Glock, whatever you got to do. Kapow, kapow, kapow. If you notice, those sisters who learn how to shoot guns in those gangs, how many stories do you hear about them being abused? Because they ain't going for it. They just as tough as any brother. I'll blow your brains out. Pop, pop, pop. So you have all these women on YouTube that's looking for a knight in shining armor, and the night is never going to come. So the only thing you're going to do is sit in your house, lonely, crying, and complaining. Because you're weak and pathetic. You have no warrior spirit because you think being a warrior is just a man thing. Being a warrior is not a man thing. Women have, what was that white lady back in European history? She was called Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc was a warrior. And then I think she ended up getting burned at the stake, treated like any other man, because she'll kill you like a man. She wasn't nothing to play with. And you had white women in the wild, wild west that could shoot a gun just as good as a man, was blasting them up, pow, 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 pow. You want to sit on your ass, boo-hoo, he beat me. He's supposed to beat you up because he knows there's not going to be any consequence. Now, a long time ago, maybe men could get away with that because they're stronger or whatever. Really, men should never be allowed to get away with it. Because you had spears, you had bricks, you had tree trunks. There was always something that could take a man out because he got to sleep. I remember Eddie Murphy did a skit talking about how it was for white men back in the old days. And white men be in the movies and him and his woman get in an argument, he be driving, and you know you shouldn't have done this, and blah. I don't want to hear that. But you know, slap. Stop that damn crying. I told you to shut up. Damn it, women be getting on my nerves. Now, women, a lot of the sisters used to be just like this. You driving? Deacon, you be listening to Angel Snub 7 too much. You won't listen to me. We got a family. Didn't I tell you to shut up? Damn. Be quiet. I like Angel. He be talking some stuff. And she don't go Oh, so it's like that. Okay, all right. So you're tired. You're getting ready to go to bed, right? Yeah, I'm a little sleepy. I'm a little tired. You're gonna go to sleep really, really hard. Why you talking like that? Now you're getting worried. Everybody, man or woman, can die. Everybody can get hurt. I told my bully back in the day, you can beat me up, sir. You better kill me. Because you got to go to the toilet. You're going to turn your back. You're going to do something, and I want to be there with this baseball bat, this tree branch, whatever I can get my hands on. This is over. And he left me alone. See, bullies don't want to be hurt. If the bully think that you can hurt them, they won't mess with you. The reason why the white man do us the way they do is because there's no consequence. They don't get hurt. But if they hurt us, and for every one of us we take out 30 of them, I think we're going to leave them alone because them niggas is crazy. But what do? Oh, cry at the funeral. Oh, my baby gone. White man shot my baby in the back. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. That's all we do. Instead of, when them racist crackers come in your neighborhood, you sit on top of a building and you snipe their ass. When they come into your neighborhood, everybody start throwing rotten tomatoes and stuff at their cars. That's what you need to do. But the only thing we do is cry, and we waiting for a knight in shining armor, another white man. I'm voting for Joe Biden. He's gonna save us. I'm voting for Joe Biden. Bad old white people. Y'all's bad. Joe Biden is good. These is good white people. Joe Biden, and these is the bad ones over here. A damsel in distress. You have no warrior spirit. So in a patriarchal civilization, they love for you to be dainty. They love for you to do nothing after they slapped you upside your head. In a patriarchal society. That's the sign of a woman. To be dainty, helpless, submissive. They love to use that word, submissive. Don't tell me women can't fight. I've seen it with my own eyes. I was in New York at this dojo, and this young black girl, she was fighting two black boys that was bigger than her. She sparred with them both at the same time, and she whooped them, this young girl. She was probably 9 years old. They was probably 11 and 15 or whatever, I would guess. And she sparred with them and beat both of them at the same time. I knew some twins in Chicago. They were twins. And their mama don't play games. She taught her girls how to use that switchblade. And them girls used to flip that switchblade before you can even get your hands on them. They done slice you all kinds of ways. You want to play this helpless, dainty role. When we are in a situation where we need all the warriors that we can get. Even your dog Spot need to learn how to bite the enemy. In the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught his followers, all of us are in this fight together. It's not a black man fight. It's not a black woman fight. It's not a black children fight. It's not a black dog fight. We all in this together. Elijah Muhammad taught even the little infant, if the only thing the little infant can do is throw the baby bottle, make sure you train that baby to throw that baby bottle at the enemy. We're all in this together. For some reason, we fighting alone. The black man trying to do his thing, the black woman trying to do her thing alone. And you wonder why your condition don't change. Because this is a fight we can't win alone. The black man's supposed to lead the charge, but that don't mean that the woman stay home and do nothing. You have to support your men on the battlefield, the women and the children. So what does Cynthia G offer? She complains, and this is not to say that what she's saying is not true. That's not the point. The point is you're running your mouth saying what black men don't do. Black man is a coward. Black men don't want to compete with the white man. And the list goes on and on and on. You want to be able to run your mouth, spit your poison, talk about somebody else's faults, somebody else's weaknesses, but ain't nothing wrong with you. Going back to what we said in the beginning of our talk. Ain't nothing wrong with her though. But clearly something is wrong with you because, and I don't care what you wear, but something is wrong with you because black stuff and what black men are supposed to do, but hell, you on the screen trying to look like a white woman. You don't even have race pride. You don't even have black pride. You making yourself up to look like the enemy. And then when somebody busts you upside your face, ooh, I thought you was a white woman. You want to get mad. That's the way you want, but that's your thing. What do you bring to the table? All these women that's complaining about these men, what the hell do you bring to the table? And if they get their act together, what you gonna do in support? Because even in their weakness, you should seek to support. There's got to be something positive that they do. Even the most weakest clowns do something right. We was on a live stream yesterday, and I think it was Sister Karen was saying, even the devil tells the truth now and then, or something to that effect. So why don't you support them where you can in their weakness? But it's a steady barrage. Black men don't do this. They scared of the white man. They incompetent. Just a steady barrage 24 hours a day, every day. What does that supposed to do? It makes them want to defend themselves, just like you become defensive when they talk about you. How does all this black woman, black male bashing, what does it do for us? It's all right to let people know your complaint. There's nothing wrong with that. But this obsession and this excessive every day, 24 hours a day, that's because we like beef. We like beef, we like negativity because we're some poison people, male and female. We're both pieces of shit. We're both trash. And we get our rocks off by fighting one another because both of us are punks. Both of us are incompetent. All of us are scared of the white man, not just the black man. You are too, Cynthia G. You scared of the white man too. The white man take care of you just like they take care of black men. What do you do anything different? What's your solution? She has none. She offers nothing except steady complaint. And because she's a woman, she's not supposed to be held accountable, and she's not supposed to be able to expected to hold a solution. That's not how it works. If I'm doing something wrong, if I'm so messed up, how can I make it better? When I tell people, even when I was a manager in those restaurants, you need to do it like this, and that ain't how you do it. Then they said, well, how am I supposed to do it then? I got into it with I was assistant manager. I got into it with a manager. I was trying to tell him we can do things better and still get the same product, blah, blah, blah. He didn't want to hear it. Well, what am I supposed to do then? You got a big mouth. You think you can run this restaurant better than me? And I said, yeah, I can. He said, okay, you manage it for a day. And I showed him how it was done. The only thing he could say is, okay, you made your point. So if the black men don't know what the hell they're doing, and they are incompetent, and they are afraid of the white man, and all these things that you talk about, show us that you don't fear the white man. Show us that you have a plan, and you and your women show the men what they need to do. But you sit on your channel, you sit on your ass, talking about people, sucking on your bonbons, smoking your cigarette or whatever, running your damn mouth. Then you have Cynthia G, who talk about dusties. She calls certain black men dusties. But then at the same time, she gets pregnant by a dusty. The same kind of man she complained about. She spread her legs because this dusty got game. This dusty got finesse. And even though she knows he's a dusty, she can't control her sexual urges. And she slowly open up them legs and get some dust in it. I'm sorry. Now your vagina is dusty. Here, let me wipe some of it. This is what she's teaching. This is what she's saying. Why didn't you wait? Your booty is so hot for a ding-a-ling, Cynthia. Why don't you wait and see if this man marry you? See, they talk about these things, but they don't practice what they preach. Your booty can't wait until you get married. You got to have that ding-a-ling now. And he probably was bragging about it. Oh my, look how big it is. And slang it over my shoulder. You want some of that, don't you, Cynthia? It shows is big. Yeah, it shows is. And there goes Cynthia G, spreading them legs, taking in the dust. And now she a baby mama. She's a single mother. This man already had 4 children by 3 different baby mamas. Do you understand? And now she's baby mama number 4. Yeah, these women weak to the penis. They ain't weak for that penis. Yeah. If I was a woman, I'll be weak for the penis too. They got us so sex in the mind. They got us oversexed. And the reason why you're oversexed, because you ain't got nothing else to do. You're not fighting for your liberation. Oh, okay. Correction. The Rain said he has 5 baby mamas, and she was number 6. God dang. And I even heard, what's his name? His name is Robert Perkins, I think. I even heard him on the video bragging about his penis. Yeah, they don't know what they're getting. Cynthia G, you was right. A lot of men be lying about it. Look at that. And she slowly gapping them legs. Now she baby mama number 6 with a Dusty. And the man already had children. These people don't even practice what they preach. A thug. Well, I'm not going to call Brother Robert a thug, but he ain't all that. And your baby is not going to be any different than any other children. Your baby is not going to be special. Your baby is one out of many others prior. But y'all got to have that ding-a-ling. Woo, I got that. Woo, listen to these live streams. They got to talk about ding-a-ling. They got to talk about the vagina. Everything about true liberation. I think there was a song by Chuck Berry, I think, called My Ding-a-ling. That's all we become. We don't use our brains no more. The only thing we are is a ding-a-ling and a vagina. That's all we think about. She couldn't control herself. Why didn't Cynthia G wait? Because this man has married nobody. He's not committed to nobody. What make you think that he's going to be committed to you? And pretty soon, it'll be 7 baby mamas. I heard somebody talk about sexual freedom. Black men are intimidated by women who know how to have that good sex. Wow. That's the only thing on your mind. Good sex. I'm very sure the slaves on those plantations had good sex. And when they finished, the slave master said, now take your ass out in that field, bring me some lemonade. You was having good sex, and you, in your condition, you was a damn slave. And your good sex does not change your condition. You want to explore sexual freedom. You're free to have sex. And so now Cynthia G has a baby. She's a baby mama because of sexual freedom. Because Brother Robert got the big ding-a-ling, but some of you sisters, oh, he don't know what he got. He had till he gets some of my stuff. My stuff can handle all of it, baby. I'm juicy. That's what you said. I'm juicy. And we get real creative when it comes to this sex crap. Hey, baby, you lay right there on the bed like that. I'm going to go rent an airplane, and I'm going to get on a parachute. I'm going to see if I can keep my erection. And when I'm coming down on the parachute, I'm going to see if I can slide on in there. That's how crazy we've become. Crazy as comfortable as slaves. You want sexual freedom, but you don't have human freedom. You're a slave. You want the men to do all the fighting, all the suffering, all the sacrifice. Parental discretion is advised in the chat room. Right. Parental discretion is advised in the chat room. I don't think I've gotten so bad. I try to let you use your imagination because we already there anyway. Sex means a lot to us because we don't have nothing. We're doing nothing. So Cynthia G and a lot of these other women want men to do this, want men to do that, while they sit on their ass and get fat eating bonbons, watching TV, watching reality shows, playing on Facebook and YouTube all day. That's not how it works. Our freedom and our liberation is a team sport, just like Dr. Claude Anderson talk about. It's a team sport. You need men, you need women, and children on the battlefield. It's all or nothing. If we die together. You want to go on vacation. You want to travel around the world. You want to be happy and enjoy yourself, but you have not earned it. You've done nothing to fight for your freedom. You've done nothing to fight for your liberation. The black woman is a relative term, a general term, describing an activity by a gender throughout history, but that is not you. May she rest in peace. The wife of Dr. King, Sister Coretta, she has her battle scars. The wife of Malcolm X has her battle scars. Sojourner Truth has her battle scars. Harriet Tubman, Mary McLeod Bethune, so many of our sisters, known and unknown, they have battle scars. They've been on the forefront. Many of our sisters belong to the Black Panther Party. A lot of our women have their battle scars. You have nothing, but you want the benefits like you fought. You ain't did a damn thing. You ain't fought for liberation. You ain't did a damn thing. Here I am with the Mississippi campaign, and I can barely get $60 a month in donations to do anything. My internet bill is $80 a month. That's what I pay for my internet, $80 a month. If I get $60 during the month, that don't even pay for my internet, for me to be here to talk to you. You've done nothing, you're doing nothing. Cynthia G has done nothing on the battlefield. Nyla says, and all these other women, whatever, they have no battle scars, but they want the benefits like they was in battle and done nothing except run your mouth, making mockery and degrading and talking about what black men should do, what black men don't do, blah, blah, blah. It's a two-way street. What the hell do you do? I don't have to be a warrior. You're a damn lie. You got to fight too. This is a fight for us, not just for black men. So if black men do the fighting, yes, sir. So if the black men do all the fighting alone and win, then you don't have no say-so in the building or whatever they do. Because you ain't fight for nothing. You didn't support nothing. Just lay on your ass and complain. That's all you done. You don't earn nothing. But Sister Coretta, she's earned the right to say and offer her opinion. And Sister Betty and Harriet Tubman and a lot of our women that's been on the forefront. You've done nothing. So you have no say-so in nothing. Keep your nothing mouth shut. And just keep complaining. Because you ain't bad enough to change nothing. Sit your damsel in distress ass at home and just obey whoever is in power. Like the slave you are. Did you want to come on here with me, the rain, and say something to us? Because I have time. If you want to come here, you can come and talk. I'll put the link in the chat room. I'll put the link in the chat room. I have a little time here, and we can keep this to popping. Keep rolling here. The only thing you know how to do is spread your legs. Liberation and freedom is not free. Somebody has to sacrifice. Somebody has to suffer. You have to earn the right to be free. And I'm going to say this in my conclusion. I know what it's all about because I experienced it myself. Being locked up. Now check this out. Now before I learned the law, when you are in a jail or a mental institution, those staff have to do their rounds. And they have to check on you every 30 minutes. Okay? They also do surprise. You know, they might come and check on you, catch you, by surprise. They doing their rounds. Now, isn't it funny? When I learned the law, and was concentrating on getting myself out of that mental institution, isn't it funny that they sent this woman to me that's not supposed to be in my room? And all of a sudden, there was nobody doing their rounds, because if they was doing their rounds, she got to go. What are you doing in this man's room? I'm trying to concentrate to get myself out of this crazy house, and they bring this woman and allow her to come to my room, and she got the big breasts. She got everything that I like. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm not going to allow her to distract me. That's what they do. That was a distraction tactic. And I told her, you need to go on about your business. But that's what they do. It's a distraction tactic. And see, your mind is on everything except changing this condition. Talk about sexual freedom. No, you can have all the sex you want to once you get free. how are you going to put human freedom or sexual freedom over human freedom? So when you become a happy, comfortable slave, you're still under the domination of your enemy, your oppressors, just like the slaves was, because they had sexual freedom. The slave master loved it. Make all the slaves you can. They loved it. Our priorities all messed up. All messed up. And that's really all I had to say. I have a special guest here that want to comment. I'm gonna. Oh, they disappeared. What happened to them? This is not StreamYard. This is Reststream. And if you are using your phone, you might have a problem connecting because Reststream hasn't. Hey, how you doing, Tasha?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I spoke with you last night.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cynthia G is an example of what I was talking about last night. She's not qualified to speak. You know, she was talking this way before the pregnancy, and she still turned out to be baby mama number 6. So everything that she is saying is irrelevant because she was got in the worst way. It's not like she was the first one or even the second one. She was number 6. So that alone voids out. Hold on, I want to turn something off. Hold on.
We're holding on. We gotta hear this. Got to hear this.
That alone voids out all of her talking points. But to Black women who are all about this deception, it doesn't matter to them. She's still a talking head. She's a talking head for them now. And what's the deception? The deception is that these dudes are not out here doing what these women want them to do and want them to be. That is a deception. Everything that's going on right now is exactly what these women wanted. They're doing what they were deliberately trained and raised to indeed. So I can say for myself, with all due respect, Mr. Angel, I'm not fighting the fight that I was, that if you know, systematic oppression and everything else going on, I'm not fighting for a damn thing at this point in time because I've been fighting and had to fight my own. That's what the facts are. I to the point where it wiped me out. I have no fight in me. So that's why I said I can, because I've been, I've had to, how do I say this? And it's not even because of anything that I've done or any, you know, I've been fighting a good fight, but it had to be against my own. That my own have made themselves my enemies. So in terms of the system and all of that, I was just reflecting on that as you were speaking. That's where my fight has gone in order to sustain myself and preserve myself. You know, Black people don't like when you're a Black woman and you're clean. They like the sense of G's. They don't like when you're a whole, clean, honorable Black woman. That makes
having technical difficulties because this is Reststream, and Reststream doesn't do well if you're using your telephone. I assume the sister will come back and try to get back on again. But I share her sentiments because hell, She's back. Yes, Sister Tasha.
Yes, babe. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is a Reststream, not StreamYard. And if you're using your phone, their technology isn't up to StreamYard level as far as the cell phone is concerned.
So I'm just gonna. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, we fighting. I'm fighting, but based on those who are permitted with a very calculated chaos, though based on that walk around and are free to harm the people, that's who.
This is Reststream. Sorry for the technical difficulty. I don't control Reststream. I like Reststream, but it's not up to par with StreamYard. But I do concur, and I do share the same sentiments as that sister. And this is the way, or the reason why I talk the way I talk, is because I've been around this black, love black people thing for over 45 years, and it's going nowhere. So my problem is I'm not a loser. I like to win. Okay? But you always want them to come back. On this Reststream, it's not up to par yet with the cell phone. If you're using the cell phone, you probably wouldn't have a problem on the computer. But we thank you for your words, and I share the same sentiment. My problem is I do love us. My problem is I'm just not a loser. I like to fight. The reason why I'm talking to you right now is because I fight. My tenacity. That's why I'm here talking to you. Ability to suffer the hardship, to go through the fight. That's why I'm talking to you. The fight is not meant for everybody. When you're at war, you're always going to have casualties. When you're at war, you're going to have people that get scared and run off the battlefield. That's just how war is. And we are in a war. We are in battles every day. The sad thing about it, not only do we have an open enemy, but we also have to fight we have those within our own ranks that give us problems. And really, I would say that those within our own ranks is more of the problem than the actual enemy themselves. Because they ain't about nothing for real. The reason why they do what they do, because we let them. It's simple as that. We are the problem. And how we think, our behavior, our thinking is not proper. It's not appropriate. Where is it getting you? I don't have to debate. I don't have to argue. Look how we've been thinking. Look how we've been acting for all these years. Where has it gotten you? Nowhere. The condition speaks for itself. We try something different. Why don't we listen to somebody that's offering us constructive criticism instead? You insult me. You disrespect me. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm not trying to insult nobody. What a lot of folks fail to understand, I come from the same place you come from, except I'm sick of doing the same thing over and over, getting no results. You need to think different, look at things differently, a new strategy, so so that you can get a different result, even if you still fail. At least you can say, I tried something different. We steady mess with the same old mindset that has not done nothing for us. This is a people problem, not the black man's problem, not the black woman's problem. This is a fight for people who truly want to be free. However, I don't hear black folks really interested in liberation and freedom. Maybe I want it, maybe some of y'all want it, but as a people, maybe we don't want it. And if they want to be comfortable feral slaves, they have the right to do that and keep suffering the consequences that comes along with being a comfortable feral slave. What comes with being a comfortable feral slave? The police shoot your sons and your daughters in the back. The usual discrimination. You're going to have to wait until the good white folks do something to help. And that's not how you want to live. Wait for the great white hope or an alien or a spaceship or some spook come and save you. That's your business. You have the right to do that. I'm like Tupac. I'm not mad at you. But stop complaining when you have to suffer the consequences, because that's your choice. I don't get emotional over black folks getting murdered by the police or anything white folks do or anybody do to us. I don't get emotional over that no more. I don't get upset because you asked for it. Because as long as you live with them, that's what they've been doing to us, back to us for over 400 years. It's not going to change no time soon. And the only reason why we got what we have is because some of us decided to stand up and we are living off the little stuff they did 40, 50 some years ago. A damn shame. And it's all getting ready to run out. Because they are working to take the so-called Negro out of the history books. They are working to destroy affirmative action and the civil rights stuff. They're getting ready to knock all that away. Then what you gonna do? Because that type of thing is what's protecting you. The only little protection you got. And when all of it's gone, then what? Are you gonna get protection from the Nation of Islam, from the Kemetic community, from the Hebrew Israelite? No, it's open season. If that's how you want to live, that's what you want to do. So on that note, thank you for listening. The deacon says, I'm sure it's up 7 and the deacons could be 2 in the world. Absolutely. And I am going to be working on my record. And if my record takes off, you're not going to hardly see me at all. I'm going to be done. I'm going to be trying to chase Terry Ellis, and I'm going to be doing music. I'm done. But if the people show me they want me, I will come back. But I don't want to come back to a bunch of losers. I want to come back to people ready to fight. Let's do this and get the job done. I'm working on a book. If the book take off, if the music take off, I'm out of here. Absolutely. We out. I'm done. I might only have a few years left to live. I'm going to enjoy myself as a comfortable feral slave and die a slave like we've been dying as a slave for 400 years. So at least when I die, I want to be comfortable and happy. I want to be happy, just like you do. So I'm going to make my record. I'm going to put out my book. If things take off, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to chase the woman that I want, that y'all say I can't get, and it's on and popping. Leave y'all sorrowful, pitiful, pathetic loser ass on Facebook and YouTube. I'm out. I'm done. Absolutely. Better days ahead. Gotta keep it real. Gotta keep it real. So on that note, thank you, deacons. Thank you, everybody at chat room. Especially whenever you get a chance, come and spit that fire. Matter of fact, Tasha, if you want to, you can always come here and do your speak all by yourself. Bring that fire. I don't have to say nothing. It's the Tasha show. Bring that. And you can even talk about me. Well, Angel, I love you, brother. But bang, bang, bang. All in love. Because you have the right. And I respect your opinion. I respect who you are. Absolutely. And I don't care if Terry Ellis got a man. There's no ring on her finger. As far as I'm concerned, if a woman don't have a ring on her finger, it's all open season. Whoever got the best, what they call it, the best swag, may the man with the best swag win. It's simple as that. I don't care nothing about no boyfriend. That's your problem. You got a boy for a friend. Time for you to get you a man. Time for us to make men. And that's what we're going to do here. We make men here. These men, we can accept our positive and we can accept our negative. We can accept our weakness. Understand that weakness and work on it so we can get strong. That's what we do here. I'm not going to cry and try to justify when I'm wrong. Don't do that. Terry, here we come. Info, here we come. We are soulmates. We bring life. We raise the dead to life. Here. So on that note, again, thank you, Sister Tasha, for honoring us with your speech. The deacons in the house, those in the chat room, those who will be listening to this broadcast later, I appreciate it. And Mr. T. Hey girl, let me show you what a real man is. You remember that? From Rocky. Why don't you bring your pretty little stuff over here? Let me show you what a real man is. I love that scene. I sure do. Shout out to Mr. T. Shout out to Mr. T. We out at 5,000. Thank you for listening. Shout out your comments. This was it is. The Reality Step on Earth. It's an ministry. And as our brother Dr. Lilius used to always say, as important, I wish us